So we go for a little walk.
This semester I'm taking a theory and criticism course for my degree, which is kind of interesting sometimes. The other day we had a lecture on Adorno and Horkheimer and the Frankfurt School, which really interested me. I was awake for the whole class, surprisingly, and I decided, well, you know what, I feel like I gotta talk about this, so I am. Basically, a little background. The Frankfurt School was started in, well, Frankfurt, Germany, in roughly 1923, and it was an institute to study culture in a historical context. Two of the big thinkers were Adorno and Horkheimer. Now, they took over as leaders in roughly 1953, when the school moved back to Germany after World War II and Hitler and all that stuff. Now, three relatively big things that Adorno and Horkheimer talked about, or theorized on, was the fact that we live in a culture industry, the standardization of culture, and also pseudo-individuality. And the whole thing with the standardization of culture is we, as people, have become standardized mainly because corporations produce standard products which fit our needs and demands, which are produced by corporations. So it's kind of a cyclical, roundabout nature in a way. And there's no way to break out of that, and that kind of ties into the culture industry. So corporations determine our needs and desires. They appease us. So corporations produce our needs and desires by appeasing us, and that creates, a calm, conformist society, which, we really can't break out of. That's kind of why Adorno and Horkheimer were so pessimist. That's what happens. Now, examples of this are the fact that, well, one of the things the culture industry does is it prefers, effects and style over, substance and content. So that's kind of why, pop songs are easy to listen to and catch on to, and why summer blockbusters are so big. I mean, yes, not all summer blockbusters are, explosions and whatnot. There are some really good, intellectual ones out there, like, Chris Nolan's films, like the Batman ones and Inception. And I'd say, the Iron Man films. And a few others that are set to come out this summer. I mean, some are, blockbustery, but hey, they're still fun. And another thing the culture industry produces is a sense of pseudo-individuality by placing us, the consumers, in little niches, and we think we're the only ones in that niche, but no, there are others. For example, let's say the whole Arcade Fire thing. I mean, I knew about Arcade Fire, a bunch of people I know knew about Arcade Fire, and then Arcade Fire more or less went a bit mainstream by winning the Grammys. Something else along these lines is, nerd fight area. Yes, I am a nerd fighter. I don't know too many nerd fighters like on my campus, but I'm a nerd fighter. I know there are other nerd fighters. It's kind of, how should I put this? Like you're part of a community yet you don't know it, I guess. And with Charlie Sheen being in the news recently, he's been saying things like, I'm unique, I'm not like any of you, I have Adonis DNA and tiger blood, and I want a drug called Charlie Sheen that if you take it in the smallest amount will melt your face off. Yeah, Mr. Sheen, you are not unique. You know why? There are other problem celebrities. You're not the only one, you're just the big one of the year so far. And, yeah. So, Mr. Sheen, you're a problem celebrity. Yet, you're not the only problem celebrity. You're not that special. And, I mean, maybe your winning attitude is what got you fired from 2.5 Men. You never know. So I hope you all enjoyed this walk along with me. Some of the next stuff that will be coming up is pack stuff, so I'll see you later.